Hello my dudes and dudettes, this is Max and welcome back to Maxodia. Today we're going through the most anticipated anime sequels officially confirmed for 2026 and beyond. So before we start, drop a flying kick on that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's roll. To the surprise of absolutely no one, the number one anime on my anime list is getting a second season, set for early 2026. Madhouse, the studio behind the first season, is back, and while the main director has changed, he is still involved as assistant director. So yeah, we can safely expect the same level of quality. To calm our edgelords' existential rage, Hell's Paradise returns next January. Once again, we can trust MAPPA's overworked animators to deliver. Same studio, same director, same glorious bloodshed. Just when they thought they'd finally get to see their families after months of non-stop work, our heroes at MAPPA had to animate one more banger. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 returns with mostly the same staff and the same powerhouse studio behind Season 2. The vengeful showbiz twins are back on the track. Oshi No Ko returns next winter with the same studio and director as Season 2, so quality should be good as always. Brace yourself for another wave of best girl debates flooding the anime community. The second half of Fire Force Season 3 Split Core is set for next January, with the same studio and mostly the same staff back. Expect the same over-the-top action with even more flames this time. I'm not sure this one really counts as a sequel, since some episodes and specials have been trickling out since 2023, but I'll mention it anyway because I'm a Fate fanboy. Fate Strange Fake is basically a battle royale of mages who summon heroes of humanity to fight for them, except this time the Holy Grail War takes place in the United States and get, let's say, a bit weird, since it's a copy of the original wars. I'm really hyped for this one, and it's great to see such a competent studio handling it. Chained Soldier, written by the author of Akame ga Kill, returns this January. Both the studio and director have changed for Season 2. The new director hasn't helmed anything groundbreaking before, but brings solid experience to the table. Visually, we can probably expect a slight upgrade compared to the first season. The final chapter of Golden Kamuy is also coming early next year. Staff details are still under wraps, but the studio behind this year's movie and Season 4 is returning. Still, I have to admit, I have no idea what this one is about. Is it worth watching it, guys? Well, it seems like the few remaining Madoka Magica fans who haven't turned to dust after waiting over a decade finally have a reason to smile. Movie 4 is in production at Studio Shaft, a solid choice, with the same directors returning from the previous film, so everything should go as expected. The Slime Isekai is also getting a movie by February. This one is more of a side story than a direct sequel, but if you're a hardcore fan, go for it. Not much is changing here. It's still 8-bit studios handling it, and most likely the same staff. This film is a re-edit of both seasons of the anime, but it also adds new scenes set after the main story. So it's kind of a sequel. You can expect around 1 or 2 episodes worth of new content, with the same studio and staff returning. The last confirmed release for early 2026 is the second season of My Hero Academia spin-off about Vigilantes. No need to worry about this one, Bones Film high-quality animation is still on board and most of the staff remains the same. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten returns in April with its second season. The studio remains the same, but the new director brings much more experience than the previous one, so things should go even smoother this time. Expect more sweetness, cute moments, and probably a few cavities. The story of a warrior in a school of mages continues with Wistoria Season 2, coming in April. Wistoria is one of those shows I really enjoyed but barely see anyone talking about, so I can't say I'm not happy to see a second season confirmed. On the technical side, the studios and core staff remain the same, so don't expect many changes. After 7 long years, we'll finally see anime's most unhinged lolly return to defend the fatherland once again. Studio Nut is still in charge and most of the core staff seems to be returning as well. There's no exact release date yet, just that it's set for 2026. Loved by many and hated by others, Mushoku Tensei continues its controversial journey next year, possibly as early as April. These staff haven't been confirmed yet, but the same studio and director from last season are returning to oversee this one. After leaving us craving for weird food with Season 1, Dungeon Meshi has officially been renewed for a Season 2. Studio Trigger is back along with the director and some of the core staff. There's no release date yet, but production has already started, and some rumors say to expect it sometime in 2026. This will be the second time we see our overpowered slime return. The official staff and studio haven't been confirmed yet, but they will most likely be the same as the movie and previous seasons. Considering that the studio is currently busy with the new film, we can probably expect this season to air sometime around late 2026 or 2027. Yes, she's back again. Bocchi the God is rising from the dead. There's no exact release date yet, but Clover Works is still in charge, this time with the assistant director from Season 1 taking the lead. Do yourself a favor and watch Season 1 if you haven't already. Wait, why is this one on the list again? I'm pretty sure I've already covered it. Must be my imagination. Anyway, ReZero is returning sometime in 2026, White Fox is still handling the production, and the staff remains the same. So expect the usual high quality. The anime version of Thomas Shelby is returning, calm, ruthless, and always 10 steps ahead. Neither the staff nor the release date have been confirmed yet, but so far we know that the all-reliable Studio Lurch is still in charge. The second wife war is imminent as the Russian girl Rom-com is confirmed for 2026. The studio remains the same, but there are some staff changes, including the director. You can expect the same visual quality, though the storytelling might feel a bit different this time. When the season comes, I'll make sure to set up a poll so you guys can fight it out to determine the best waifu, don't worry. The assassin Isekai from the same author as that aberration, if you know you know, has also been confirmed to return. There's no official info yet on the studio, staff or exact release date, but we can expect it sometime within the next couple of years. By the end of next year, we'll get to see Sword Loli Isekai again. Everything is basically set in stone. It's scheduled for fall season, with the same studio and staff returning. Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy is returning for a third season, though details are still scarce. No release date, studio, or staff have been officially confirmed yet, but given the previous seasons, we can probably expect the same kind of chaotic adventures and overpowered protagonist shenanigans. One of the most hyped shows right now, DanDaDan, has already been confirmed for production by Science Saru, the same studio behind previous seasons. Don't expect it to arrive too soon though. The studio is currently busy with Sanda, and there's another show lined up for 2026 before DanDaDan, so it will probably air in 2027. The final part of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War saga is also set to return. While the exact release date hasn't been announced yet, it's expected to be sometime in 2026. Studio Pierrot is still handling the animation, and although details about the staff are scarce, both directors from previous seasons are returning. This one was announced almost 4 years ago, and not much has been revealed since. There's no official info on the studio and very little about the staff, so this one is a bit of a coin toss. There's not much to predict here. Our favorite bird-headed video game tryhard also has a third season confirmed, though there's hardly any info about it, so all we can do is guess. This show has its up and downs in terms of fun, but here's hoping we get some good stuff when it returns. Studio Pierrot is bringing another popular shonen back in 2026 with Black Clover's second season. There's no official info about this stuff yet, and the release date isn't set in stone, but I'd guess it will arrive toward the end of the year, after Bleach finishes airing. I've never heard of this skate racing anime before, but judging by this season 1 trailer, it looks pretty cool. Studio Bones is handling this one, and the core staff from the previous season are returning, so you can expect some clearly above average animation. The cheekiest wolf girl is set to return soon in Spice and Wolf Season 2. There's no official info on the production yet, but we can expect it to arrive within the next couple of years. I thought this one was already over. Guess I was wrong. The delinquents are coming back in 2026, the studio and most of the staff remains the same, but there's a new director this time. If you ask me, that change might cause a slight downgrade in quality. There's no info at all about this one besides the season being confirmed, but we can expect the PowerPoint presentation protagonists to show their faces again in the next couple of years. Even though this isn't a direct sequel to the first Edgerunners, I think it still deserves a spot on the most hyped list. There's no exact release date yet, but we know Studio Trigger is handling it. The direction has changed, but some staff veterans from the first season are still on the project. There's not much to say about this one, right? Everyone knows JoJo, or has at least been a victim to a JoJo reference. Anyway, Steel Ball Run is confirmed for 2026. The studio is the same one behind pretty much every other JoJo, and while a lot of the staff has changed since last season, most of them already have experience with the saga. Legoshi's story isn't done yet. Beastars Final Season Part 2 is locked in for 2026. We don't have the exact release date, but Studio Orange is still animating, with the same director and same vibes as before. Get ready, because if all goes well, the final arc should hit heavy. Here comes Haikyuu vs. The Little Giant, the next film in the Haikyuu saga. The anime that somehow made people who barely touch grass care about sports. Production IG is back, with Susumu Mitsunaga directing and writing again, but don't expect the release date just yet. Now it's time for Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 2, the sequel everyone's got carved into their hype lists. The Infinity Castle movie was an absolute monster at the box office, earning tens of billions of yen and achieving global numbers off the charts. We don't have a confirmed release date yet, and staff details are thin so far. Still, with Ufotable at the helm and the momentum from the first film, expectations have to be sky high. Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dear Friend, the final film in the Rascal Does Not Dream saga, is locked in for 2026. Cloverworks is back again to wrap things up. We don't have the exact release date yet, but if they nail this adaptation of Volume 15, expect emotional levels off the charts. The new Eminence in Shadow movie, Lost Echoes, another top choice for the edgelords of the community, is on the way. Not all of the staff have been officially announced, but we know that the director and the studio are returning. Also, there is still no official release date yet. And last but not least, and frankly one of my favorites on this list, there's Made in Abyss. The anime that goes from cute to ultra-violent to absolutely disgusting and back to cute in the span of 30 seconds. The show is once again under Kinema Citrus, and most of the core staff from previous seasons are still working on it. That's it for today, guys. If you found this video useful or just fun to watch, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Tell me in the comments what show you're most hyped for. I want to see if your taste is as bad as mine. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next one.